This unboxing is Like No Other, Earth's Coolest One-of-a-Kind Creatures by Sneed B. Collard III. That name's so fun, isn't it? It almost feels like a fake name. Illustrated by Christopher Silas Neal. And it is published by KanePress. And let's start with the cover. That is a very arresting cover. I like how the title and the eyes are the same color. It almost is like a flashlight effect. And the creature is it like dominates the cover, and it really draws the eye in. And I'm thinking like, oh, it kind of looks like an opossum or mouse, but it's not. It's probably one I've never even heard of. But just like my sense is that's a very beautifully designed book. And so this is the One-of-a-Kind Club. I guess animals who have no direct, related, like relatives. I don't know. I don't know how you get into this one-of-a-kind. Oh, it's by classification. So by how closely related. Like, so you don't really have a closely related relative. So here we have a secretary bird. Oh, and so the one that we saw is called an eye. And, you know, they pull out interesting facts about the animal. So eye is finger food. I'm not sure. Maybe because it has these very interesting hands. And so, yeah, there's interesting facts that are pulled out in bullet points on each one, including like physical characteristics. We have a purple frog, which looks very different. But I would say they do a really good job making the page spreads look cohesive, and putting a lot of information in easy to read bite-sized chunks without overwhelming the page. Like the way they blended the text with the colors to kind of fade into the page it's easy to read, but it's not like dominating it like an intimidating text chunk. It's like like there's different ways you can handle all this kinds of text, like pull out, sidebars or putting some of the information in the back. And so they chose to put it on the page spread. And I would say like that's a challenge in general, like that amount of text, but it's done in a really beautiful way. So kudos to the illustrator, creative director, art director, anyone who worked on this book to make, and the editor as well, like to keep all this information, but make it be part of a beautiful page spread. Because honestly, that's the challenge, and they did it beautifully. Like the animal itself dominates the page, draws the reader in. You have some interesting detail as well, but then you have the facts, and you can relate the facts back to the illustrations, and the facts don't make the page seem overwhelming. This is a leatherback turtle, a kakapo, and also just the color scheme, like where the animal dominates the text, becomes part of the design and fades more into the background. I mean, well done. I would say well done. This is another book, like this previous book, also by Kane, that takes biology and makes it very interesting, draws kids into science, which I think is especially important for girls. If girls aren't find interest in science by age 10, which is like fourth grade, maybe even up to 5th grade, then they just tend to not ever gravitate towards it. And that's a shame, because there's lots and lots of interesting jobs in STEM that are also great career choices that girls will miss out on if they just sort of miss the boat on finding why STEM is interesting. So I think these kind of nonfiction books play a vital role in introducing all kinds of kids to science, and making them feel like it's relatable, it's interesting, there's stuff to learn, there's things to be discovered. And I think that's the whole name of science, finding something that's interesting and then finding like learning that there's more to learn, you know, and that's actually what makes science, I think, so exciting. So thank you to Kane Books for sending me this beautiful book, or KanePress, and thank you for watching.